My dear students of Honors Part 4, you welcome to the class. From your course Classics in Translation, I was discussing Aeschylus' great tragedy Agamemnon. In my previous lecture, I have discussed Aeschylus and his works. Today, I am going to discuss about the introduction, about the hero of this great tragedy, and the hero of this great tragedy is Agamemnon. At the beginning, we must know the details of Agamemnon and his family. And there was a curse on that family, and all the family members of that family had to bear that curse, and one crime brewed another crime, and uh, that's why that a lot of bloodshed violence was there in that family. So we have to know the background of that family of Agamemnon. So let's start from the beginning. That Tantalus from here, Tantalus had one son, that is Pelops. And from Pelops, here you see that Atreus and Thyestes. From here, it is important. Uh, Atreus and Thyestes are the two sons of Pelops, and Atreus was the king of Argos, or it is called Mycenae. Atreus was the king of Mycenae or Argos, and Thyestes was his brother. And you know that Atreus' wife Arope had an illegal relationship with Thyestes, and Atreus was of course very much angry with his brother Thyestes, and he took revenge in a very grotesque or very in a very gruesome way. He killed the two sons of Thyestes and served him in the dining table. So what a crime! You see, Atreus killed the two sons of two children of here it is, you see that unnamed children of Thyestes, and served him in the dining table. So it was a great crime, and Thyestes again he cursed Atreus, and you see that Aegisthus was the son of Thyestes, and he was alive. And later, Aegisthus and Thyestes both took revenge against Atreus and took the rule of Mycenae. They became the king of Mycenae. And Atreus had two sons, Agamemnon and Menelaus. When Thyestes took the power of that kingdom, that is Mycenae, Menelaus and Agamemnon, they escaped to the kingdom of Sparta. They escaped to the kingdom of Sparta, and Tyndareus was the king of Sparta. So here comes the name Tyndareus. Tyndareus was the king of Sparta, and the name of Tyndareus' wife is Leda, and Leda had one got relationship with Zeus or Zeus, the king of gods and goddesses, Zeus or Zeus. Leda had illegal relationship, or here there is a story. Zeus forced Leda to make relationship with him, and from that relationship she got two daughters. One is Helen and the another is Clytemnestra. So Agamemnon and Menelaus took shelter in Sparta, and there they got married to the two beautiful daughters of Leda and Tyndareus, that is Clytemnestra and Helen. Agamemnon married Clytemnestra, and Menelaus married Helen. Helen was the most beautiful woman of that time. And you see that when Tyndareus died, Menelaus became the king of Sparta. Menelaus became the king of Sparta after the death of Tyndareus. Now, the fact that their own kingdom, that is Argos or Mycenae, that was under the control of Thyestes' son Aegisthus. When Menelaus became the king of Sparta, he helped his brother Agamemnon to recover or to uh, uh, take revenge over Thyestes' sons Aegisthus, and they made the troop, and they again take the power of Mycenae, and Agamemnon became the king of Mycenae again with the help of Menelaus. So the both the brothers, Menelaus now is a king of Sparta, and Agamemnon is now the king of Mycenae, or it is called somehow, sometimes it is called Argos, and actually both are the same place, Argos and Mycenae. In some books it is called Argos, and in some books you will find it as Mycenae. Now Agamemnon is the king of Mycenae and Menelaus is the king of Argos. And you see, Agamemnon married Clytemnestra while he was in Sparta, and they got three issues, that is Orestes, Electra, and Iphigenia. Electra and Iphigenia are the two daughters of Agamemnon and Clytemnestra, and Orestes is the only son of Agamemnon. Now, from here the story starts that Helen was seduced by Paris, and and the Paris was the son of Priam, the king of Troy. And when Helen was seduced, all the Greeks king, all the king of the Greek region, they got together under the leadership of Agamemnon, and they sailed towards Troy to rescue Helen. And on that way, that wind stopped, the blowing of wind stopped, and at that time it was needed that that goddess of virginity demanded that one virgin should be slaughtered to make her happy, and so that the wind will start blowing again. And in this time, Iphigenia was killed. Iphigenia was killed. So that was the another crime, and the wind started blowing. So here, from this story, we find that the family of Tantalus is full of sin and crime. There was a lot of illegal relationship and illicit lovemaking, and lot of killing of the persons from own blood. You see that Atreus killed his two nephews and served the flesh to his brother. Again, you see that Aegisthus, the son of Thyestes, he took revenge and killed Atreus. And the two sons of Atreus, Agamemnon and Menelaus, was banished from that country that is called Argos. Menelaus and Agamemnon took shelter in Sparta, and there they married the daughter of that king of Sparta, and the king of Sparta was Tyndareus. The two daughters are Helene and Clytemnestra. When Tyndareus died, Menelaus became the king of uh, Sparta. At that time, he helped Agamemnon to rescue the kingdom named Mycenae, and Agamemnon became the king again. So when Menelaus, his brother, is in that need, that he needs to get help from Agamemnon, he managed, or uh, mm, he managed all the kings of the Greek and sailed towards Troy to rescue his wife Helen. So from here, we get a short description of the family of Agamemnon. So thank you for watching today's class. In my next class, I will discuss on some important incident of this great tragedy.